Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to Inner Beauty with S. I'm so super excited that finally we are starting our transformation journey and our learning platform. Yes, it is our, because transformation is never ending process. Life happens every day, right? So the transformation. You remember when we were in the school, in order to pass our exams through the year, we needed to learn a lot of lessons. And that wasn't easy, you have to admit. Some of the lessons were easier than the others, but still, we needed to put a lot of effort in order to learn them and go to our exam. And then only when we pass our exam, we go to a next grade. I can tell you that the transformation works in a similar way. Every day, we are experiencing different situations in life. We should learn some lessons from these situations and move on to a next stage in our life. And that next stage is actually our little change. And that's what we want to do, right? We want that little change and that little transformation because we want to be a better version of the person that we were yesterday. And live a beautiful life, of course. So I have a little request before we start. What I want you to do is enjoy the process of change, because it is the most beautiful and powerful one. Every little change is your little transformation. So if you enjoy it, you're going to live beautiful and powerful life too. Because we said that the transformation is a never-ending process. So that's actually your life. Transformation is your life. We, on this platform, are going to learn from each other. You, my beautiful people, are going to learn from the topics that I speak about, and I am going to learn from you and your comments. And you are going to learn from each other's comments. So that's how we want this to work. We want to have a two-way conversation here and three-way conversations. All right? So let's begin with our first topic for today. How to see the bright side. Every day in life, in the past, in the present and in the future, we are experiencing different kind of situations. There was a time in the past when I could see, but only the negative side. Like I had the blindfolds on my eyes and I was in the dark. I could listen, but I couldn't hear. I was stuck in a complaining mode. And that wasn't a beautiful life. I can tell you that. We have a tendency, when we are going through difficult situations in our life, to go into that complaining mode. Have you ever complained about anything that happened in your life? Have you been there? I became aware one day and I decided that something needs to change, because complaining was not an option anymore. I was complaining, and things were not changing in my life. They were the same, or even the worst. So there was a time in the past when I lost a job, overnight. And I was scared, and I was worried. I live in a different country. I have a car loan to pay, an apartment to pay, and other bills. And here I am, jobless. And you know what I did the first thing? I picked up the phone and I started calling everybody, my partner, my brother, my friend, and telling them what had happened. And nothing has changed my situation. Me talking to other people didn't change the situation and the fact that I'm jobless and I still need to pay those bills. So, what I did is I decided to step out of that situation. I stepped out of me being jobless. And the most beautiful thing have happened at that moment. Because I could see and I could hear again. I could see the solution. And I could hear a voice telling me, Snezana, this is your opportunity to do things that you like in your life. Finally, I saw the bright side. And I'm so grateful about it. And today, that's how exactly I'm dealing with every situation in my life. I step out of it, I remove my blindfolds, and I see the solution and opportunity. And I see what is good about the situation that I am in. I see that bright side. And that's how my life became different than it was before. I was not living in the darkness anymore. I'm living in a light now. Light with a lot of opportunities and a lot of solutions for anything that comes on the way. So let's go back to the school again. Do you remember when you were in the school and you get a negative mark? Or not necessarily a negative, but not a good one that you're happy about. What is it that you do? Do you go and complain about it? Or you go and study hard, go back to school and get a better mark? Well, I want to tell you a story about it. In my first grade, in my medical school, I got a negative mark in a chemistry. And everybody in the school were telling me, forget about finishing the first year, because you never gonna get a positive mark in this subject. And I was like, well, that's actually not an option for me. I'm not going to spend my summer holiday studying. No way. So, what I did, I didn't listen to them. That's their opinion. I went back to my room. I prepared everything that I need to study. And I said, okay, who is going to help me now with this? I called my parents. I asked them to call our chemistry professor that we knew. I used to live in another city. And I got help to study my subject. I went to school, and you remember I had a negative mark. I got the highest possible mark. And every time we had the chemistry, I was getting a high mark. Every time. And at some point my professor stopped asking me questions because he didn't have a space where to put the marks. So guys, my beautiful people, when you're in the school and you get a negative mark, you go and you find a solution in order to get a positive one. And that's how things work in life too. You can either complain about them, or you can remove your blindfolds and see the solution and the opportunity out of it. So, I ask you a question now. Do you want to go through life with your blindfolds, or you want to see the bright side? I became aware and I choose the bright side. What is your choice? At the beginning, we agreed that this is going to be a two-way and three-way conversation. So, what I want you to do is comment. Please, please comment and share your takeaway from this topic, because we would really, really love to learn from you. Really. If you like this video, please hit the like and please subscribe for the next video, for the next future videos, because we are just starting our transformation journey. I love you all, and I see you next Sunday. Bye.